What a scene this is. A veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on another team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And he'll step out of bounds, and that'll be it for the return. On first down, here comes this offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team. They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. Can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And the Hokies are flying down the field. Got his man quickly. On the move at the 30. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Hokies. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. First touchdown of the game in Lane Stadium, and take my hand, the Hokies want to go to Never Never Land.
That is perfect. That's the way you start a ball game. Get the crowd rolling at home, especially these fans. Virginia Tech has some of the best fans in the country.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. Oh, left him grasping for air. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Toss to the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going up top. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Stanford! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Number 13. And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Sends the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season. And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great job by the freshman. Kept his eyes in the right place and made the play.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Blum making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
He'll try it again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Cardinal! A great catch and run for 6. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Smashes ahead. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Give to the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Hokies in the hurry-up. Fundamental football with the Hokies. We talk about special teams, but the running game has always been part of their DNA.
And when you continue to find guys at the running back spot like David Wilson, and those guys that you can feature, you can give them the ball, establish that physicality, establish that playmaking, it gets everything rolling for this offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answers so far. Snap it to the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback will audible. Now the play fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And he wanted to get... there, but it falls incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Everett. They're bringing heat. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
Tackle is made at the 14-yard line. Coming up, fourth down.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Stanford, 14. Virginia Tech, 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. They'll try the run. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
He's tackled on the play at the 23. Second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Running it back, it's Van Dyke. And the returner will be brought down. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking to pass, it's Everett. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll give it to the back. Open space at the 25. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by just 4 to Houston. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. Stanford lines up to punt it away. On the return, it's Van Dyke. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. About to get another look at this Hokie offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Hokies. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Oh, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes a move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McAfee.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat, and it makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Stanford, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's McDonald. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
To the ground with the back. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Wants to fire on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They're going to run it. Finds a crease at the 20. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. The give to the fullback. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Two running backs alongside the quarterback. On second down, he'll fire. Feeling some heat. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
I'll tell you what, safeties in today's football now, it changes, right? You used to be big hitters that spin down all the time and have to play the run. Now with so much pass, so much spread, you better be able to cover. You better be able to have some speed. Great job sitting back in zone coverage, breaking on the football, and going and getting that INT.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Everett. Finds his big tight end. At the 45 on its way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The give out of the gun. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking for the end zone. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On target over the middle. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hokie. They'll try to add another to their lead. To the air. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Coming out with it, it's Lincoln. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll go to the ground. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Hokies will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Lincoln. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And back to the air on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On second down, looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Lincoln. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
At the 35, he's got room. Open runway ahead. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
Second down coming up.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. The toss sweep to the right. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up by 35 over the Coyotes. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And down he goes back at the 3.
A loss of 11 on the play. Brings up second down.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. They'll go with a direct snap. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He makes a catch. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Hokies send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Running it back, it's Lincoln. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
At the 35, he's loose. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Looking to go up top on first down. Going for the big play. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Stanford.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Get another look at this Hokie offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This offense has a second down play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Everett. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So
and it's intercepted. He tried to set up the screen, and the defense was right there. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First down here for the offense. The give to the tailback. Across the 25, he's got room. The expressway is wide open. The 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And once he found daylight, it was candy bar the door, baby.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lincoln. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Virginia Tech 41, Stanford 31.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Right back to him on the ground. Give him 105 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll let it go down the right side. And he's got it inside the 35. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Second down coming up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play that's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as back together.
Virginia Tech.
Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Toss sweep to the right. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Power football with the run. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
4th down coming up.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, look out, there he goes. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Hokies.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Lubbock for a long time. They're up by 28 over Fresno State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Moving away from pressure. He's got the back in the middle. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. At midfield, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And it now feels like game over after coughing up the fumble. They were down. They needed something big to happen. They had to score touchdowns, but give this defense credit. They just finish. They're playing to the end of the game with great effort, creating a takeaway to ice this thing.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
691, Gators far. Spire.
Quarterback checking off. Back to throw. It's Everett. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Lincoln. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down 1 score, gotta have it right now. He's taking a deep shot. And that pass intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Off he goes. He's at the 20. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Less than 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, and they've got the lead, so this is where you have to be able to run the football. If you can get a hat-on-a-hat up front and just give these running backs a crease, they can get you the yards necessary to end this game.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run the toss. Got room at the 35. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. They'll try to snap it quickly. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse